Hey, what are you guys doing? What are you watching? Oh, you're watching me make a Bob's Notes thing. Well, that's very flattering. Everybody's looking very well, I must say. Actually, everybody's looking a little angry. You guys look really pissed off. What's the... Whoa. What do you mean, what kind of a guy? What kind of a guy would make his subscribers wait 6 or 7 weeks for a new episode? Wait, everybody power down. Let's talk through this thing. What kind of guy? Well, I'll tell you what kind of guy. A guy who cares. A guy who loves his subscribers like they were his own subscribers. See, the thing is, there's easily 60, 80 man-hours wrapped up in one of these things. Of course, that's spread out over the entire staff here at Bob's Smearfax Studios, but, well, anyway, I always feel like I'm doing everybody's job here. And Chapter 24 is no small chapter. I wouldn't want to meet Chapter 24 in a dark alley. There's a lot of verses. Like, Jesus and the boys did a lot of stuff in this one. It's about 8 minutes long. So there's a lot of graphics. Okay, sure, I planned too many for this one. But it was crying out for these extra figures like a suckling child longing to suck on his mother's... Yeah, well, I had to do it. I had to. It's going to be good. You're going to enjoy it. Hey, can I get anyone a beverage? Yeah, okay. What does everybody want? No. Wait, no. Let's just... I'll go grab a wide selection and you can sort it out when I get back. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Hey, what? You guys are sleeping? You guys, oh man, come on. Thanks for the love. Packard Sonic? Nice. Nice, man. This is exactly what you wanted, to watch me do this. Perk up a little. Never mind, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Hey, just imagine if this wasn't sped up by a factor of 6 or 7, right? Hey, wait, look at it like this. So, like, Ravel's Bolero was touted in that movie 10 with Dudley Moore and Bo Derek. Ravel's Bolero, it's the song playing in the background. So Ravel's Bolero was touted in that movie 10 with Dudley Moore and Bo Derek as the ultimate song to have sex to. So, if you get bored, just think about having sex. Or have sex, whatever. Grab someone you care about and make love to them using the proper prophylactic precautions. Say that 3 times fast. But keep watching. Hey, where are my manners? I'm breaking the geek code. There is one, right? I think Alan Turing first broke it during World War II. Maybe that was the Enigma code. Anyway, what kind of equipment am I using? Some people are wondering. Well, here's my rig. I'm running the show on an HP Pavillion laptop with 8 gigs of RAM hooked up to a 24-inch external monitor. I use a Wacom Intuos Pro Medium drawing tablet in conjunction with Illustrator and Photoshop. By the way, I've already written all the episodes in Matthew. They take me maybe 2 hours to write and revise an episode, but I don't record them until it's time for that episode in case I see anything in the script I want to change. Then all the graphics, the planning, and creating takes maybe 60 hours, after which I'm ready to make a video. I'm in the home stretch now, and I often breathe a sigh of relief, forgetting that I have several hours of video editing ahead of me to do all that zooming and panning. This is like when climbers are focused on spending all their energy making it to the summit of Everest, that they forget they've got 12 hours of climbing left to get out of the death zone and back down to Camp 4, which is why 80% of the deaths on Everest happen on the way down. I've been watching a lot of documentaries lately. And if you do the math, you gotta figure that every 10 photos you see of a triumphant, smiling adventurer standing on the summit of Everest, that one of those jubilant people died of hypoxia and hypothermia only a couple hours later. That's really weird. It's too bad. But that's really similar to how most of the deaths happen during a Bob's Notes episode. After the writing, recording, and graphics are done and we're in the video editing phase, on the way down. Can I refresh anyone's drink? FishHeadSalad. Want another Zima? Oh, did I ever tell you my FishHeadSalad story? Oh, this is a good one. It's all true. You know who FishHeadSalad is. You're all probably subscribed to him. See, Fishhead is a good guy if you overlook the racketeering conviction and the short film he directed with the Olsen twins. Anyway, he's been a big Bob Smearfax supporter since day 1, or day 3 or 4, and he's mentored me in how to manage and grow a channel and how to run a good grift out of a nursing home. So we occasionally talk on the telephone. The telephone. So I repeated that slowly for him because he's not very familiar with much technology. He doesn't even use a cell phone. You have to call him at his house. He does own and use a house. Speaking of that, one night, because he knows I'm up late, and he probably saw me online flagging videos of my rivals' channels because that's what I do, because then they have to start over from zero. So, FishHeadSalad saw me up late, and he messaged me and he said, hey, you want to chat on the telephone? I'll call you. So I thought, yeah. But then I started thinking logistically, and I decided I could streamline the process by not messaging him back to say, yes, call me, but just calling him instead. So I did it. I grabbed that son of a bitch telephone and dialed. So the phone picks up, and it's this woman, a lady, and it's 2 a.m. And I had all of the thoughts one has before calling someone's home at 2 a.m. after. Between when she said, it was probably hello, it sounded like a guttural mix of Navajo and Chinese that you tend to speak in when you're woken in the middle of the night. I thought, oh, I could hang up the telephone right now and avoid having this potentially embarrassing exchange before it becomes one. But I know this is 2014, and they surely have that dial-back thing, maybe even a caller ID. She might know how to use one. Someone in that house has to know how to program the VCR, and if FishHeadSalad can't do it. Anyway, I remember what this one person who said, the only way out is through. So I went through. I said, oh no, oh, I am so sorry. I think I've woken you. She confirmed as much by informing me, yes, you did, and I don't appreciate the call. I work in the morning and have to get up at 5 a.m., so I said, I'm so sorry. I was calling for FishHeadSalad, and she said, can I ask who's calling? And I said, Bob. And she handed the telephone to FishHeadSalad and said, some asshole named Bob wants to talk to you. So that really happened. Then after that, I adopted the motto, think things through first. How's everyone's beverage? FishHeadSalad? Oh, I'm all out of Zima. I left most of it back in the 1990s. How about a wine cooler? They're from the 80s. Would you like a Bartles and James? Those were recalled by the manufacturers at the end of the 80s out of sheer embarrassment, but some people kept a few as souvenirs. Yep, I've got a vintage sour watermelon. You want it? No? You could trade Steve Shives for his fuzzy navel. No? Okay. Ooh, hey, the bolero thing is reaching kind of a frothy peak here. Is anyone actually making love? A few? Okay. Did I ever tell you my prostate story? What? I've got to tell you this one. Back in the day, I was living in California and went for a checkup. I don't know, maybe I was 30, but it was the first time a dude ever said to me, I need to perform a test on you to see if this particular gland is healthy. And by the way, it's located just inside that place, you know. So I knew there were some things in life you had to grin and bear, so I made myself available for testing. So he's doing the things you do when you're testing that thing in that place, and it was very uncomfortable, and I was doing my best to walk a razor's edge between a Zen garden of calm and outright panic. Although I would have loved to have quoted that great line from Fletch when the doctor started doing Chevy Chase's prostate exam, and Chevy said, oh, we're using the whole fist there, Doc? But I endured all of this in silence, and then after a while, the doctor blurted out, your prostate feels great. I'm cursed with forever recognizing the humor of moments like this in life, and I burst out laughing. And that was the first time I've ever guffawed when that region was occupied by a foreign power, and I had no idea all the muscles that are involved in laughter, and they pull from way down. Way down. This was a painful juxtaposition I never knew might happen to me, and since I've made it a point to avoid situations which bring laughter and prostate exams together in one place. So we had established the top-rate condition of this gland, but he wanted to explain why it was important and what could happen to one of those things when they go offline, whatever. I was fine with his explanation and was taking in what I could, but he felt he was at too much of a loss for words, so he began sketching me a picture. Warning, the next few moments will acknowledge the existence of certain body parts and that they have their own names. So he stopped drawing and said, you see, the anus, well, have you ever seen an anus? I said, not my own. And for real, he said, anyone else's? So that happened in California. Well, you've watched this whole video. I don't know whether to thank you or fear for your well-being. Tell you what though, anyone who made it to this point, put the code word mayonnaise in the comments, and I'm going to do something very special for you. Completely worthless, but very special. And Bob's Notes 24 is coming soon, I promise. Lots of angels and flying saucers, dealing out judgment on a global scale. It's the rapture. Until that time, just know that I'm here, brutally pushing myself to the summit of Everest, all for you. Everything I do it for you.